Hey, Miss Class, I wanted to take this opportunity to talk up some books for you. So remember, you just learned how to check out a book from the physical library or our online platform for Overdrive Sora. And this year I can't bring books to your classroom, or you guys can't visit the library. So I'm going to do a virtual book talk via video. So I try to hit as many classes as possible. With only 3 class periods, it's hard to pop into classes. So you can have this video. Remember, you can play, stop it, and use it at your leisure. This allows teachers also to kind of put it where it best fits into their classes. So in this book talk, I'm going to talk up some high interest books, as well as some books on the college bound list for students who are seeking honors credit. So first up, we're going to take a look in Destiny at a couple of books that are available for pickup right now. Okay, so if you forget, you may have just seen the video, but you want to go to Destiny. We're going to go to academics, and then libraries. We're going to go to East Campus, and we are going to see Destiny Discover, hopefully, coming up here soon. So just remember, you can, when you check a book out here and you place it on hold, you will be able to pick it up in the East Leiden cafeteria. And we're just waiting here for it to pop up. It's a little odd that it is taking a while. All right, looks like we're back up in action here. Sorry, there's something going on my end. So you'll see here that you've got, try to get this off the screen too. There we go. You'll see here that we have the catalog, and I'm already logged in, so you might be logged in as well if you did before. So we're going to check out that book, The Unlikely Hero of Room 13B. Okay, I want to talk about this. I just thought it was an interesting cover, and I was kind of interested in me and thought it'd be about something like in a school with the unlikely hero of 13B. So take a look at it. Some of these, they don't really tell you a lot, so that's why I'm going to just take some time to talk to you about it. So the main character's name is Adam, and he meets a girl named Robin at a support group for kids that have obsessive compulsive disorder. He falls in love with her in that first meeting and becomes determined to protect her. So if you don't know, obsessive compulsive disorder is kind of like, you see how in the book cover here, there's paper balls all lined up in a row. So someone with OCD or obsessive compulsive disorder, they obsess, or they get really fixated on things being a certain way. And if things aren't a certain way, then they kind of get anxiety or things like that. So both characters have this OCD thing, and Adam immediately falls in love with this girl. But he has a lot on his plate because he's trying to juggle having OCD. His parents are also divorced, and he's got new step siblings that he's dealing with. Also, what's really strange is his mom starts receiving threatening letters, and Adam learns about this. So the question is Adam going to be the unlikely hero, or is it going to be Robin? Who knows? You won't know until you check it out. So remember, you'll hit hold, and then you can hold the book and then pick it up from us. Now, let's say you like Unlikely Hero. You can see we have 2 different copies of it. If you scroll down, these are books that are also like it. So if you don't get Unlikely Hero, you can always check one of those out. Okay, so let me pick up there. So next up, I'm just going to go over here. You can see these are recently added books. Is a nonfiction collection of essays called We Are Here to Stay by Susan Cookland. So in it, you're going to meet 9 teenagers who carry a big secret with them for their whole lives. They're not U.S. citizens. So this features students from Colombia, Mexico, Ghana, Independent Samoa, and Korea who were living in the U.S. Who are undocumented. They entered the U.S. hopeful of a good education and a violent and poverty-free life. That's what the American dream. but it also means they've left their homelands and a part of their identity. So they're kind of struggling with this newfound identity as well. Here's some other books that are like it. Okay, I'm going to show you how to, I'm going to show you a book in Sora, just so that if you want to check one out online, you can do that too. So these are the ones that are available here. If you go to Sora, we're going to take a look at a book called Bent Heavens. I thought maybe we'll look at a kind of a cool mystery. Let me see, it was on the homepage before, but I will find it now. I thought this book was cool just because the E was backwards, so I wanted to read it. So let me go ahead and click on it. So in Bent Heavens, this is a nice, it's like a mystery and a sci-fi all rolled in one. And you can, again, I'll tell you a little bit about what it's about, and you can read a sample. I'll kind of truncate this version for you. So you'll meet the character named Liv Fleming, whose father went missing 2 years ago. This was just after he claimed to have been abducted by aliens. So Liv believes her father to be dead, but she still likes to go to the forest and look at her father's old alien traps with her best friend Doug. On the very day she decides to destroy the traps, they find a strange creature and realize her dad was telling the truth, so they find an alien, guys. So find out if she turns the creature into the authorities or if she seeks out finding her dad. You can see here we've got a thriller, so it's definitely a page turner. Okay, so again, just click borrow here and you can borrow it. So for the college-bound books, I created a collection in Destiny that includes the college-bound books. So for those of you that are seeking honors credit, so all of those physical books are available for checkout, and some of them are also available via Sora. So if you know the book you want, you'll just search it in Sora or come and pick it up. So I'll show you this collection in Destiny. Those are all available to go check out from our library. But then if you want to use the online, some of them are not. There's just so many books that we don't have in Overdrive. So you're going to see, you'll see that here when I show you the collection. So this is the collection, and you can see it has 225 items. That's a lot. And Miss Smith has this link, so you can click on this link and you're linked right to our catalog. So from here you can actually put one of these books on hold for those of you seeking the honors credit. So 3 of my favorites from this college-bound list are The Things They Carried. I'm going to find it for you. There we go, this one. And we have, some of them you see, we have both the book and the digital. Okay, so some of them you'll be able to read here and digital, but then they're not in Sora, so I'll show you. So let's say you want to check the book out. You click there, and it takes you right there, and you can put it on hold. It's really awesome. So for The Things They Carried, just tell you a little bit about it and my experience with it. So I remember reading this book freshman year of college and really not being able to put it down. So it's a book of stories that attempts to capture the tragedy and sufferings of the Vietnam War. The first chapter is often taught in freshman college level courses, and it's a book that often appears in the AP list. Okay, so if you want to see the digital version, just click on that one, and it's going to pop up. Okay, this gives you a little bit more, and you can just open it like this. Okay, so this is a little different than Sora in that it actually it opened up in Sora. That's great. Okay, so again, you would just borrow it and get it that way. Pretty nice here. All right. Let's see what we got here. So next one I really want to talk about. This one is a really fun book. People stay away from it because it's by Franz Kafka, but it's an awesome book. It's called The Metamorphosis. And this one has other stories. I haven't read the other stories yet, but Metamorphosis, you guys, is like one of my favorite. Let me go ahead and search this one. There it is. Okay. So The Metamorphosis. I used to teach this book to my seniors in AP Lit. This is a tried and true classic. And I swear to you, all the smarties talk about it when they say, have you read Kafka? You'll notice this when you get into college. People be like, oh, have you read Kafka? And you're supposed to, it makes you sound smarter to be like, yes, I have. And they'll say things like, that's so Kafka-esque, okay? For real, like it happens. So you could be in with the in crowd and read this interesting tale of a man named Gregor Samsa. So he wakes up one day as a giant beetle. And it's so weird that this is a book that everyone's like, oh, it's such a great book. And it's a guy that wakes up as a beetle, guys. But it's pretty deep in the fact that, like, how his family reacts and how he changes and attempts to continue to live his life, even though he's got a pretty debilitating, like, he's actually a beetle. So try this one out. I haven't read the other ones, but I'm sure they're just as good. Maybe not as good, but pretty good. Let's take a look at my last favorite here. My last favorite is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I do like all these other ones. Scarlet Letter, loved that one too. But this is a book I could not put down. Let me find it. I thought it was definitely in here. Let's look here. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, found it all the way down here at the bottom. My bad. And this is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. Great book. So it's a novel written in letters, and for those of you into the big words, also a way to enhance your vocabulary, this is called an epistolary novel, in that it's written in letters. So at first, Celie, who's the main character, she writes letters to God to ask him basically to help her out of her abusive, forced marriage. She's married to someone who is a terrible, terrible person to her. And then she starts writing letters to Nettie, who is her sister, who they've kind of taken away from her, and she goes to Africa and lives a different life. And the life is actually much better than the one in America, in the American South. So through writing, you're going to see how Celie begins to overcome her abuser and find her true self and her identity. Wonderful, wonderful book. It's awesome to see the letters progress and how someone's use of writing can take them to different places. So I hope you enjoyed the book talk. I hope you check some of these things out. Again, contact me if you have any questions. You can email at leiden212.org. Thank you very much for listening.